Hi and welcome to lesson 15 on how to produce an electro-funk record. Okay, what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to finish off the intro and then take it off into the main part of the track. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I want you to delete the last overclaps that we put in for now, delete those, and then select the kick, which is your MIDI kick, that one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in an intro kick, so a couple of stabs of the kick, so it builds up. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put the metronome on, just for a guideline. I'm going to hit record, and then you'll see what I've done, and we'll follow it from there. So here goes. And that's it. So I'm just going to change the colour of that. Okay. So what we have is a few intro kicks. Make sure that that's tightened up, and then we'll double click on it and you open up, you see what I've done. So make sure that we select it all and quantize. And all I've done is just a few stabs, so it goes like this. Like so. So if you can see that on the screen, I've just recorded it in, just little stabs here and there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay a different selection of the clapping. So if you can copy that pattern there and just make sure that your volumes and your values are up on each note. So just select them all like that, and then just grab one, and then they'll all go up to the top. And that's it. So what we're going to do now is select the clap, and we're going to play some claps on top of what we've done. So here goes. Again, very similar sort of pattern. Double click, open it up, and quantize. Not quite happy with that. It's not too bad, but pull that over there. That's better. What we're going to do with the clap at the end here is we're going to make sure that it goes on each bar. So one, like a snare roll sort of thing, like this. So it goes like this. And then on the last bit, we're going to make sure that there's like, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so like this. Just give it a little bit of a roll. You can have that extra, those really fast snare rolls. Should I say clap rolls? You could take one out and go, and then put another one at the end, I suppose. So let's put one at the end like that, and let's just check that, shall we? So it goes like this. Now let's get rid of that last one and just keep it at that. That's better. So it rolls over like that. And then what we're going to do with this is we're going to add in some of the toms, the electric toms, which is this. But what we're going to do with this is we're going to pitch bend it. So we're going to record them in, and we're going to pitch bend them. So here goes. That's a very straightforward pitch bend what I've done. Double click, quantize. And I'm going to open up the editor, and as you can see, I've done it with a pitch wheel on my keyboard. Now if you haven't got a pitch wheel on your keyboard, all you have to do is click on the second drop down menu, choose pitch bend at the top, get your pencil and draw them down and up. So depending on how how you want them, but obviously I've gone from bottom to the top, as you can see in the diagram here. So play it back, and there we go. As I say, if you haven't got a pitch wheel, that's the best way to do that. As you can see, the pitch wheel's picked up every single little note here in the MIDI. But you can draw them straight in with the pencil, which is up there, just like we did earlier with the modulation. Okay, so that has given us our little intro with the kick and the claps and that. Now what else we're going to do here is we're going to add a bit of delay to the claps. So go to your clap channel and go to audio effects and ping pong delay, and we're going to set it at 40% feedback and 40% on the dry wet. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw these in manually. So you need to drop down the menu of the overclaps, select ping pong delay, select dry wet, and then you get the little red line comes up here. And what we're going to do is open it up as wide as you can to the start of the last block, double click at the start and get a little round dot, and double click again, and then double click after the last of the notes like so. And what we're going to do is I want another double click there, so you've got two double clicks there with two red dots at the start. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise the second to last dot like so to around 80%, alright, and it's going to go like this. Okay, and all that's going to do is just going to simply just give on that effect, that 80s sort of delay effect. So what we need to do is just leave it at that as it is and raise it to about 80%, and then it drops back down to 40%, which is our default setting. You can go a little lower if you want to, but for now just leave it at that, and we'll alter that later. So that automates it, so you don't have to mess about with it again, and it just perfectly goes back to the start based on the diagram that we've done here with the pencil. So close that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to finalize this lesson by adding a little bit of the lead line in. So all we're going to do is play a little bit of the lead line in with the A-7 chord over 2 octaves. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play the G, the A, the C and the E on 1 octave, the G, the A, the C, the E on another octave. If you can't do this on your keyboard, just record in 1 octave, or just wait until I've recorded this in so that you can type in the pattern by hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to record in 2 octaves, and then we're going to modulate a last note on that. So it's very simple what I'm doing, so you'll be able to follow it as soon as I've recorded it in. So I'm going to press record and we'll go from there. Like that. So let's just extend that and double click on that, and let's have a look what we've got. And if you can see, I've got in all the notes here that are recording really fast. I've just gone like this. Like so. What we're going to do is we're going to edit the sounds, make sure that they're all quantized, and then we're going to have to re-drag them anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull them all in 1 bar each, so 1 bar between each note, and shrink the sound so it's not the note isn't dragging over to the next one. So it goes from like G A C E, G A C E, like so, and pull that across to make sure that's like that, and pull that across to make sure that. But what we're going to do on the last note, we're going to copy another one in and write in an A. I think this should work. Let's just try it. That's it. So what we've done, we've just drawn in on the 3rd and the 4th octave, going up to the 5th octave, the G, the A, the C and the E. And the same again for the next octave. And then we're going to add a modulation on that long note there, the A. So we need to click on the E here, get your drop down menu, choose modulation, grab the pencil, and we're going to go straight in for the kill here, so straight up like that. Just like that. So you grab your pencil, start quite high up, go up the steps to the very top that you can, and that will then give us this effect. Take that off. We are a little bit short on that note, so we need to go like this, look. So everything needs pulling in one. So my fault there. Pull that in one like this, look. There we go, spot on. And we've got the modulation on the very last notes down in the edit section here. Okay, so hopefully you've got all that, and now we can start to arrange the track in the main part of the track. Let's listen to what we've got. And that's that. So hopefully you've got the modulation in on the little bit of arpeggio that we do there. That bit. We've done the kicks, and we've done the synth toms with the pitch bend, and we've done the claps. So hopefully you should have all that, and head over to the next lesson where I can take you into the next part of the track. Any problems, email me and I will contact you within 24 hours. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.